Good day and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if this is your first time of coming to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe to my channel, click the like and the share also, so that and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we upload a new video. Today I'll be taking you on a tutorial on how to come up with your own flyer, like how to steal like a professional designer. What do I mean by stealing? There are times you come across a flyer on the internet and you wish, how did they do this flyer? How did they come up with this idea? What are the things they downloaded? How can I do something like this with my phone? Something like that. Yeah, you need to know how they come to gather all the resources together to come up with the project. Yeah, like for instance, look, I was asked to make a flyer. Like, let's see, you see this flyer, I saw it on Pinterest. So when you are making a flyer, you need to make a research. You need to search, you need to search the net. But mind you, not every flyers online are good. Not every flyer that you see are good. So you need to check carefully. I saw this flyer on Pinterest and I was like, wow, this is okay. I love the background. And the way the typography is. So I said, well, since I have a project I want to make, probably I can go with this background also. But the issue was like, how did it come to gather all these things together? How did the designer get to do this? What did he download? What are the resources he download? You will see that the middle of the flyer there is a little tint there, and a form of shade below and above. How was he able to gather even the the lines that look like an highlight in between the background? So started, and if you look closely, you will I may have to drop the the flyer for you to see. You will see that there is a form of something like I don't know what it is, but around the flyer you will see something like a rough glass there. Yeah, so how did he do that? So I believe this flyer was not made using phone, it was made using laptop. But how can we do something like this even with a phone? So the first thing is to know what the designer downloaded, the resources he used. Like, you will see this area that I'm touching, or this area here, you will see there's a form of tints there. How can we add our own tints? And here you will see that it is a little bit shady, here a little bit shady also, and you will see the lines here also, the lines. How can we come across come to do this with our phone? So that's pushed me to start asking myself, and I was like, what can I use for this area here, and what can I use also for this area on my phone? Yeah, so I decided that, well, in order to do something like this, probably for this place we may have to download a smoke, and also download smoke for this area also. Smoke, probably, maybe that will work. Probably a black smoke, and probably this one a pink smoke. So I come up with that. So let's see. So I've already created the flyer and I want to put you through. So because of time, so what you want to do is, let's switch off this, and you change your background, your Pixellab background color. You change it by coming to this place and change it to white. So you change it to white. My image size is 1280. Yeah, so after doing that, the next thing you are doing is, see, because the flyer I'm creating has to do with Lion of Judah, so I have to bring in my lion. I downloaded this from Google. So yeah, and I changed the color. Let me show you the color that we are using. So the color that I use, you can just, what you will do to do this is, you create a shape like this.
Once you create it, you choose this color. You come to color here, and you click the plus, and you click this. I think the color code is B82664. Yeah, so once you press this, and OK, we have that. You see, we have that, but we don't need it since I already created the color. So, but I just want to put you through to see how I did that. Yeah, so once you create that, the next thing is you on the lion. I can share the image on my description. You can download it. Now for the lion, I reduce the opacity to 14. So you can see I reduce the opacity to 14. So you bring it, it should be, you can just leave it there. So after that lion, what we want to do is bring the smoke. Yeah, so you see the first smoke, this is where I put it. And let me unlock it so you can see. Can you see? So that is where I put the first smoke. Put it there, and the opacity of that one is 14 also. 14. And let me lock that. And the second one also, you can see where I put that one. You can see the second one. I increase the size. So I work with the size. And that one, let me show you the opacity of that one also. The opacity of that one is 14 also. So I lock that. The tint that is in the middle, this is it here. Let me show you the opacity. So that one is 36. That is the tint that I downloaded it. And that one also, I think that is a pink smoke, or a white smoke. I think it's a white smoke. Let me increase it. Yeah, a white smoke. So it's a white smoke. You can just, depending on what you want. It is not necessary that it looks like the picture you actually saw online, but the context is just want to create a background. So 36, and I put that in the middle. You can see where it is. So I'll lock that again. Yeah, so it is already locked. So then the next one, I bring the smoke, the same smoke that we have below, I bring it up again. You can see where I put that around here. Let me unlock it so you can see. Can you see? So that is where I put that. Yeah, so the opacity is 14 also. So I'll lock that again. And this one, so you can see where that one is. So that one is around here. Let me unlock it for you to see. The opacity also is 14, and you see where it is also, where I put it around here. So, and you have that. Let me lock that back. So, and that is it. I think this is my watermark. Yeah, this is my watermark. Yeah, so I brought the logo of the church that I'm working on. So I brought the logo. You can see where I put it. Yeah, that is the logo. And I brought also the name of the ministry, Only Wine Ministry. The font that I use is Gotham. Gotham is the font that I use here. Gotham, Only Wine Ministry of Christ Jesus. I use Gotham font. You can use Gotham font, probably bold or medium. Yeah, and so the font that we use for this Lion of Judah is this font. I can drop it also, or you can go and download it online. Just search for it. River Script. It's called River Script. Where is it? Yeah, River Script font. That is the font that I use. So for that. And what else? So let me on the God. Yeah, the God. Yeah. So the God, you see that there is a shadow below. So this is what I did. I come to, when I use the Gotham font, the Gotham bold font, or probably black, the Gotham black font, and I come to use the shadow. Yeah, so I use the shadow, enable the shadow. If I off the shadow now, you see, so I come to shadow, my blur radius 8, my opacity 100. Yeah, so that is it. What other things did I use? No, and that was the only thing that I used. And I use the emboss also. I enable the emboss also. So that was the only thing I did. Yeah, so what you want to do is, you can see that our gold has a gradient, gold and yellow color probably. So what you want to do is, you know, on the test, the gold test here, you come to this place called texture, and you bring a color. This is it. I think I still have it. Yeah, this. You see, bring it. So you just click OK. See, so you just put it there, it will come out. You enable it. Once you add it, it will come out. So you bring it, you enable it if you want to maintain ratio, and if you don't want to maintain it, you just. So that is just how to add texture to it. So, and this is the lines. I will share that. So I reduce the opacity of this. To 26. So, and then I just bring the name, the date. The font that I use for that is Gotham Medium, and the ministry also. You see that this one is a little bit italic, is a slant. So what I did here was just come to ministry. I use this. No, not that. This format. No, not that. Where is this? Okay, this. So I just click the eye, and immediately it worked. So that was what I did. So, and then this also, I downloaded this online. I can share it for you to use. So now you notice that I said that there's a form of glass, rough glass on the flyer. So what I did was just to come. I went to Google and I downloaded this rough glass, and I bring it here. I make sure that it is above everything that we have created, and I duplicated it into 2. What I did was, now I reduced the opacity to 11, and the second one, which is above the opacity, around 4. Yeah, so that is it about that, and you have that. Now, having done that, in order to give it a more realistic look, so what we now do is to go to the application called Snapseed. You can download it on your Play Store. Let's go to Snapseed. Yeah, so this is Snapseed now. This is Snapseed. So I've already worked on this before, but let me push you through on how I did that. So let me open my probably this is your first time of coming to Snapseed. You see the plus icon. You click it to load your saved project. Yeah, so once you save your project on Pixellab, you bring it, you open your Snapseed, and you click the plus. You bring the flyer in here, and you see that it will ask you to select anything that you want here, probably the portrait, the smooth, the pop, the accentuate, the faded glow. So you see whichever one you want. Like for instance, this is the faded glow. It looks like the one the guy created. Like, yeah, you see, it looks exactly like the one the guy created, but I don't want that. I can actually go with this, can actually go with this, but I don't really want that. You can see, you will notice that the rough glass is also showing, but you can come up with this. You can do this, or you can choose the portrait, whichever one that is okay for you. Whichever one that is okay for you, you can choose the portrait, and you can choose the faded glow. Yeah, let's try with the faded glow. So you click OK, and then you click tools. Once you click tools, you click the curves. You can work with the curves. So you set the highlights. You see, so you can work with that. Yeah, so let's do that. So once you see that has been done, you click the tools again. I click details. You want to add structure to it. So you don't let the structure to be much. You can see if it is much, your project won't look okay. So you just work with the project, work around that, probably around. Yeah, you click the sharpening also, and you sharpen it. You can sharpen it, and you have your project. So with this, you can actually save it, and that is it. You can see that this is a professional flyer which you have created with your phone. So that is it about that. Please, if this is your first time of coming to this channel, please click the subscribe button, like, share and comment. Please subscribe to this channel, please. Bye.